Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? Let's review some scores for Wednesday night hockey, and then we'll make some picks for Thursday. There's 10 games on the board for Thursday. On Wednesday, things started off with Nashville against Chicago. Looked like Nashville was going to win that game, and then Chicago came back in the third period, tied it up, put it into overtime, and won 5-4. We got that one right. Minnesota over Arizona 4-1. We got that one right. Vegas over San Jose dominated 5-2. We got that one right. Edmonton made a push at the end, but they couldn't quite catch up to Montreal, who won that game 4-3. We got that one wrong. So the best bet was Edmonton, unfortunately. So that record goes to 31-24. Overall picks were 3-1. That record goes to 237-186. And then on the parlay, I got the Chicago and the Wild, but I didn't get the Edmonton, so the full parlay did not hit. So that's that. That's Wednesday. Thursday, lots to choose from. So let's get at some picks and make some dough. We got Toronto against Winnipeg. Winnipeg 6-3-1 in their last 10, current one-game losing streak. Hellebuck listed to be a net for Winnipeg. Toronto's 5-3-2 in their last 10, current one-game losing streak. Campbell has been confirmed to be a net for Toronto. They're in first with 61 points in the Scotia North. Winnipeg sits in second with 57 points. Leafs coming off a second straight loss to Vancouver. Sunday it was 3-2 in overtime for Vancouver, and Tuesday it was 6-3 for Vancouver. The Jets also coming off a loss. They played Edmonton on Saturday and lost 3-0. Leafs have won 4, Jets have won 3. Tavares leading the Leafs with 4 goals, 9 points in his last 5. Scheifele with 6 points in his last 5 for the Jets. Jordy Ben, I think, is going to be in the lineup for Winnipeg here. I think also Blake Wheeler is going to be back in the lineup. And it's going to be interesting to see how Toronto bounces back after those 2 losses to Vancouver. But I just see Winnipeg maybe a stronger team right now. And there's some holes going on with Toronto. I'm going to go Winnipeg, home team. Here's my first pick. Winnipeg's going to win that game. Next game, Philadelphia against the New York Rangers. Rangers 6-2-2 in their last 10. Current one-game losing streak. Shesterkin confirmed to be a net for the Rangers. Philadelphia 3-4-3 in their last 10. Elliott has been confirmed to be a net for Philadelphia. They're in 6th with 47 points in the Mass Mutual East. The Rangers sit in 5th with 52 points. The Flyers had a low-scoring game against the Islanders on Saturday. It went into overtime. The Islanders won 1-0. The Rangers also coming off a loss at the hands of the Islanders. Tuesday, the Rangers took a 6-1 loss. Series knotted up at 3 games apiece here. First of a 2-game set. They play back-to-back. They play again on Friday. Panarin leading the Rangers with 4 goals, 10 points in his last 5. The last game between these two was March 27th, and it was a 2-1 win for the Flyers. I see this being a different outcome. Rangers win here. Home team, that's my pick. Second pick, Rangers to win. Third game, Boston against Buffalo. Buffalo 5-4-1 in their last 10, current one-game losing streak. Tokarski listed to be a net for Buffalo against Boston. That's 7-2-1 with a current 5-game winning streak. Swayman has been confirmed to be a net for Boston. They're in 4th with 58 points in the Mass Mutual East. Buffalo sits in 8th with 31 points. This will be the second of a 3-game set. On Tuesday, Boston won 2-0. Boston has won all 4 games that these teams have played in this series. Marchand with 5 goals, 7 points in his last 5. Pasternak with 6 assists. I just see Boston as a really good team right now after the trades deadline and the new lines. I see them beating Buffalo again here. Buffalo's showing up, but I see Boston winning this game. Visiting team's going to be my pick. Next game, Washington against the New York Islanders. Islanders 7-3-0 in their last 10. Current 2-game winning streak. Varlamov listed to be a net for the Islanders. Washington 6-4-0 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Vanacek listed to be a net for Washington. They're in first with 62 points in the Mass Mutual East. Islanders in second with 62 points. Basically, both tied for first with 62 points. Capitals coming off a 6-3 loss to Boston on Sunday. Tuesday, the Islanders took on the Rangers and they defeated them 6-1. This is the first of a 3-game set. 2 top teams here, both teams with some serious firing power. Islanders' new lines against when they played the Rangers looked really impressive. And we will see how they fare against Washington here. Islanders' crazy home record, 19-2-2 at home. This is kind of a flip coin game in a way. Capitals won the first 3 games in this series, and Islanders have won the last 2. I look to New York, actually, to even this series and take first place all by themselves. Islanders to win. That's my pick. Home team. Next game, we've got Columbus against Tampa. Tampa 5-5-0 in their last 10, current one-game losing streak. Vasilevsky listed to be in net for Tampa. Columbus 1-8-1 in their last 10, current four-game losing streak. Korpisalo listed to be in net. They're in eighth, last place in the Discover Central. Tampa in third with 62 points. Columbus coming off a 5-1 loss to Florida. Tampa coming off a 4-1 loss to Carolina. This is a first of a two-game set. Another series all knotted up at 3 with 2 games left to play. Columbus has fallen apart. I mean, they've off the map. Tampa wins the game. Home team. Next game, Carolina against Florida. Florida 6-3-1 in their last 10, current 3-game winning streak. Bobrovsky listed to be in net. For some reason, I think Drieger might be in net. I guess we'll see tomorrow. But Carolina 6-2-2 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. Mrazek listed to be in net. They're in first with 65 points in the Discover Central. Florida in second with 65 points. Again, basically tied for first with 65 points. Canes defeated Tampa 4-1 in the last game played on Tuesday. Panthers won 5-1 over Columbus on Tuesday. Carolina has won 5 here. Florida has only won 1, the first game of this series back in February. Duclair leading the Panthers with 6 assists, 8 points in his last 5. Dougie Hamilton for the Canes with 4 points in his last 5. Florida's another really strong home team, though. There's a lot of good hockey here on Thursday. This is like another, top 2 teams here. I'm going to go Florida. I think they are the underdog, I think, according to the odds, because I put them in a parlay because I saw some value there, and I'm going to take them. I'm going to go home team here to beat Carolina, but Carolina could win that game. Next game, New Jersey against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Tristan Jarry listed to be in net for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is 6-3-1 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. New Jersey 1-9-0, current 7-game losing streak. Aaron Dell listed to be in net for New Jersey. They're in 7th with 34 points in the Mass Mutual East. Pittsburgh in 3rd with 61 points. This will be the second game in this 3-game set. On Tuesday, 13 goals were scored. Pittsburgh ended up on top, and they won that game 7-6. Devils have won twice. Penguins have won 4 times, 2 games left to play. Both teams have some pretty key elements out with injuries right now. I still see Pittsburgh ending up on top here and handing New Jersey their 8th loss. Pittsburgh's my pick. Next game, Dallas against Detroit. Detroit 4-4-2 in their last 10, current 1-game losing streak. Grice listed to be in net for Detroit. Dallas 6-2-2 in their last 10, current 4-game winning streak. Kudobin listed to be in net for Dallas. They're in 5th with 50 points in the Discover Central. Detroit in 7th with 39 points. This will be the third game in this 4-game set. So far, Dallas has won 3-2 in a shootout and 5-2 latest on Tuesday. Dallas has a 5-1 lead in this season series with 2 games left to play. Robertson leading Dallas with 5 assists, 8 points. Larkin, I don't think is 100% for Detroit either. I think he's going to be in the lineup, but I don't think he's 100%. Dallas is just too strong here. I see them winning the 3rd game in this 4-game set. Dallas is my pick. Next game, Colorado against St. Louis. St. Louis is 3-6-1 in their last 10. Current 2-game losing streak. Bennington listed to be in net against Colorado, who are 9-1-0. Current 4-game winning streak. Dubnyk listed to be in net. They're in 2nd with 64 points in the Honda West. St. Louis in 5th with 44 points. Colorado last played April 14th against St. Louis, and they won that game 4-3. St. Louis lost to Arizona on Saturday 3-2. They had a 2-0 lead, and they let Arizona back in the game to win the game 3-2. Colorado leads this season series 4-1 with 3 left to play. Colorado was 17-1-2 in its last 20 games prior to the pause. That's the best 20-game set franchise history. Both teams games in hand here in this division, which is good for both teams. St. Louis obviously would have been happy to see Arizona not win tonight as well. Rantanen with 5 goals, 8 points, his last 5 for Colorado. Dunn for St. Louis with 7 points in his last 5. This is the first of a 3-game set. If St. Louis is ever going to beat Colorado, it's going to be on a night like tonight where it's going to be in St. Louis. Dubnyk's going to be in net for Colorado because their main guy's still healing up from COVID. I know it's a long shot, and I know I'll probably get flack, but I'm taking St. Louis here. St. Louis to somehow crawl back in and pull out a win. I'm not 100% confident on that, but I'm picking St. Louis. Next game, Ottawa against Vancouver. Vancouver is 6-3-1 in their last 10, current 2-game winning streak. Holtby listed to be a net for Vancouver. Ottawa 4-6-0, current 2-game winning streak as well. Matt Murray listed to be a net for Ottawa. They're in 7th with 36 points in the Scotia North. Vancouver in 6th with 39 points. Ottawa faced Calgary on Monday, and they went away with a 4-2 victory. Vancouver coming off a 6-3 win over number 1 Toronto. Ottawa looking for their first win in this series. Vancouver has won all 5 games between these two. You know, I think I mentioned it in the last video where I just think of going to the gym after you've been in the gym for a while, and after a couple days, it hurts. And Ottawa's a fast team. I was surprised Toronto took a second loss, and that concerns me. Obviously, is Vancouver that good, or are there some problems in Toronto? I'm going to go Ottawa here. Ottawa is going to be my pick. Ottawa to beat Vancouver. St. Louis to beat Colorado. Dallas to beat Detroit. Pittsburgh to beat New Jersey. Florida to beat Carolina. Tampa to beat Columbus. Islanders to beat Washington. Boston to beat Buffalo. The Rangers to beat Philadelphia. Winnipeg to beat Toronto. My best bet, I'm going to make that the Rangers game. And I'm going to do 2 parlays. I'm going to do one where I'm going to go Winnipeg money line. I got it at 2.15. I'm going to go Islanders money line. I got 1.86. And I'm going to throw Ottawa money line in there at 2.25. And then my second parlay, I'm going to go Rangers money line at 1.62. I'm going to go the Devils puck line plus 1.5. I like the value there at 2.05. And I'm going to go Florida at an even 2.0. Those will be my 2 parlays. Hope everyone has a great Thursday. Stay safe. Good luck with your picks. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.